I have completed the construction of my 3D pop-up gift. And the only place you need adhesive on the present is down here on these long tabs at the bottom, here and here. And when you're choosing an adhesive, I like to say with the pop-ups, you can't go wimpy and you can't go skimpy. So you're going to want some really strong red liner tacky tape or a strong glue like Zip Dry. I've completely covered those two base tabs on my 3D present with a strong red liner tacky tape. And I did want to point out that my tape starts right next to that fold, just as close as I could get it. Because with pop-ups, when you have to add adhesive near a fold, you really do need to start it right at the fold. If you start your adhesive down here, then your pop-up's just going to make a new fold right next to your adhesive. So definitely always try and get your adhesive completely covering tabs that have to be glued down. The 3D gift will fit in a pretty small card, definitely in an A2, which is half of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And one thing I like to do is I go ahead and make my crease to fold my card in the middle. And then I do this with a lot of the pop-up dies. I just make two more folds, one on either side of that center fold, about 1/8 of an inch off. And what that gives me is a little bit of a thickness to my card, and that helps accommodate my pop-up and gives me more of a flat look even when it's closed. So now I'm going to open up my card good and flat. I've taken the liner off of my two tabs, and then those are just going to meet at the center fold. And then right in there on the center fold, wherever I want it, I'm going to press down that bottom half there. And then now I can either stretch this up and over to the other side and press it down, or I can close the card and that will attach it in the other side. And then now when I open that, it's going to pop up. One last little piece of decorating, I'll go ahead and add those ribbons that the die cut right there to the top of my gift. Just like that. And then that's going to fold flat, and then that's going to pop up. All of the pop-up dies are going to look the best if you open the card all the way up till it's flat. And one way to really encourage that is to make your card stiff so that it wants to open up flat and that it wants to stay open flat. One way I do that is I use pieces of chipboard or mat board to stiffen the panels of my card. You could even cut up a cardboard box, just something in there to make those panels stiffer so that that card will want to open up all the way. I've added mat board reinforcing panels to the outside of my card, both front and back. And I started that just a little bit lower than the fold to leave a gap between the mat board so that when it's open it doesn't try to overlap each other, and this way it can stay nice and flat when the card is open. And then let's look at the difference when you open it. When you open a card that's been reinforced, those panels stay nice and straight, and they also want to open up good and flat. That mat board gives a little weight to the card, and as you'll see here, it's going to stay open nice and tall on the table. That could be displayed that way.